We make our habits, and then our habits make us. Have you ever wondered what the habits of a confident person are? If so, you are in the right place, because that is what this video is about today. I'm going to share with you my top 6 tips on how you can develop the habits of a confident person. My name is Suzanne, confidence coach and the founder of Absolute Confidence, where I help people transform their lives and learn how to love themselves, trust themselves, and be the best version of themselves. I'm coming to you today from Vanier Park, going for a beautiful bike ride along the seawall, and the sun is about to set, so gotta make it snappy here. As I'm sure you already know, the more negative habits that we have, the more we just stay stuck in the same place. And the more positive habits that we have, the more success and the more confidence we have in ourselves. Habits are formed, or habits are important because motivation, we can't rely on motivation. Motivation comes and motivation goes. And oftentimes people say to me, oh, I need to get motivated. I need more motivation. I need to go watch some motivational inspirational talks or whatever. But the thing is about motivation is that we just can't rely on it. So we need to develop habits and be disciplined with those habits and start to see results in the habits, so that when our motivation starts to disappear, as it always does, we are more likely to stick with the goals that we've created, because we're starting to see results. Discipline is what forms our habits. So the more discipline that we have when we're feeling this motivation, the more likely we are to create habits that actually stick. One of the big differences with people that have more success and more confidence is that they will do things even when they don't feel like doing them, versus not doing things when they don't feel like doing them. So it's really important to develop some sort of discipline with whatever goal it is that you set for yourself, in order to start to create that habit. And as I'm sure you already know, it takes at least 21 days to form a habit. So when many years ago, when I wanted to start getting into having a more alkaline body, I created a goal to drink lemon water. I wanted to drink fresh squeezed lemon water every single morning. So I created that habit, which I've been doing now for at least 8 years. So that's the first thing that I do after I go pee. I go to the kitchen and I get my lemon and I pour it in my water and down the hatch right away. So now it's just part of what I do every single day, even when I don't feel like doing it and whatever, it's just part of what I do. So discipline is really important, and it's a big, big part of creating our habits. One of the things that's really awesome about developing habits is that once they are formed and they're ingrained into our subconscious mind, they make the things that maybe are not so fun and not so awesome for us to do, they just make them so much easier. So things that maybe you struggle with right now, once you've created, once you've created that habit, it makes it just so much easier to just do it and get it done. So for example, talking to a stranger, giving a compliment, making eye contact with somebody or people in general, or introducing yourself to somebody that you don't know at an event. The more that you do that, and the more they create the habit of walking into a room and expecting to have a great time and expecting to connect with at least 3 people, the more that you do that, it's just part of who you are, and it's a habitual way for you to interact in social situations. One other quick thing I wanted to share just before I get into my tips is the fact that you really need to be clear on exactly what goals it is that you want to create for yourself, and if you break it down, what new habits you want to create that will empower you and help you build confidence. Your entire life is a result of the decisions and the habits and the goals that you've created. So get really, really clear on what are some of the habits that you want to start to form going forward. The first tip and the first habit of a confident woman is we use positive affirmations. So get very clear on what your positive or what the things are that you would like to affirm for yourself. So positive affirmations must be a short, described sentence that are a desired outcome, something that you want for yourself, that are always in the present tense and start with I am. And these are going to be a few different statements that you say to yourself as you go throughout your day, especially when you're triggered by something. So using positive affirmations is absolutely essential and a great way for you to start building this habitual thought process of being more positive than negative. The second habit of a confident person is that we take the time to acknowledge our successes. So confident people keep track of and remind themselves of what it is that they've accomplished so far in their lives, and also take the time to be very grateful for that. So start making your own list of things that you have accomplished, that you're proud of yourself for, that have been wins or successes for you. And then when you're maybe not having such a great day, you have something to look back on that uplifts you and switches your mood and makes you feel really, really good. The third habit is that we confident people, we set goals, we take risks, and we take action. We do not stay in our boring black box. So think about some goals that you can set for yourself and break them down into small, achievable goals that make you feel good about yourself when you accomplish them. And then of course you refer back to tip number 2, and then you write them on your successes list. It's really, really important to develop this habit and be proud of yourself for accomplishing the goals that you set. Set goals for yourself that can build upon one another. And the more that you do that, of course, the more confident you're going to be. And if you find that you take risks, you put yourself out there and you take action and things don't go the way that you planned, that's okay. As confident people, we keep it moving forward. We don't sit around wallowing in it and worrying about, maybe we failed at this thing. Failure does not exist. Failure is all about practice and feedback, and it gets us closer to where it is we're supposed to be and what it is that we want to do. And that's another important part about setting goals and taking action. Confident people do not worry about the possibility of failure. We just keep it moving and consistently are taking action towards the goals that it is we want to achieve for ourselves. Habit number 5 is confident people, we manage our mind. Confidence is a state of mind, and it's extremely important to develop the habit of you managing your mind versus your mind managing you. There is absolutely nothing more important than our mental health. And when you learn how to manage your mind, you feel completely different about yourself and create very, very different results in your life. Developing the habit of being mindful is extremely important to your mental health and to your overall well-being. Mindfulness is something that we all have the capacity to do, and it is extremely important, and I will be making another video about that. So once that's completed, I will be linking that in the description box down below. The 5th habit of a confident person is that we surround ourselves with like-minded people and people that share our core values and that treat us with the respect that we deserve. Confident people don't stay or keep friends that do not value our friendship. And confident people also don't stay in relationships with people where they don't feel like they're being treated the way that they deserve. So very important habit to get into is to remember that how you feel with the people you spend your time with is really, really important. If you don't feel valued, your time, energy, and attention is not feeling valued, or you don't feel respected, then it's time to keep it moving. There are lots and lots of people out there that are waiting to be your friend and that will appreciate it. So get into that habit. It's a good one. And the 6th habit of confident people is that we smile. Confident people are happy people, and a lot is said to others based on our facial expressions. It is one of the 8 nonverbal cues that we communicate with other people. So be very aware of the importance of smiling. Smile to yourself first. Get into the habit of smiling. 55% of our communication is nonverbal, and it starts with you. So when you get up in the morning and you go and you look in the mirror and you brush your teeth, smile at yourself. And a little tip to get yourself to start doing that when you're in public. Let's say you're at an event, you're like, oh my gosh, I have to smile, is say to yourself the letter E. Then you're automatically smiling. So there you have it, my 6 tips, or I guess 6 habits you would call them, on how you can become a more confident person. I hope that you found them useful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Lots of great videos coming up in the future. And as per usual, remember to go out there and live life confidently. Have an amazing day, and remember that nothing, I mean nothing, is more powerful than absolute confidence. Have an amazing day. Bye.